Daily Broadside, day 740. Let's talk about all the state fair food that keeps coming up on my feed. And I don't know if North Carolina is the only person having a fair right now, but that seems to be the idea, because it's all I'm seeing. Let's go over all the food that I tried and whatever, and sent my family into bankruptcy doing the process. Dude, there's currently a $67 crab leg that people are buying in mass. What is wrong with you people, right? First of all, I get it's Alaskan crab. It has to be flown in. It's much bigger and, whatever than just regular crabs that we pluck out of the lower Atlantic. But you couldn't tell on a blind taste test, oh, this is Alaskan crab. My palate is so refined. So let's get into some of the crap that we're seeing, okay? Let's start with donuts, okay? Donuts are excellent, okay? I've rarely eaten, unless it's just old and stale, there's rarely on planet Earth a donut that just doesn't taste good. So we'll get that out of the way. But I'm not paying $7 for a donut that's been dipped in Trix or Butterfinger, because I can do that at my house. I can just go buy some donuts, come home, crush up whatever I want, roll it in it. It'll stick to the donut like immediately, because that's just what donuts do. And then I've got myself a much cheaper version of the exact same thing. Like, it amazes me what you people are willing to spend on crap. And don't get me wrong, most of this stuff doesn't taste bad. That's not the point. It's the fact that, like, y'all are just feeding into the fact that they're charging all this money. It's just crazy, right? And now, okay, they make donut hamburgers. This came out a few years ago, and now it's just this fair staple food. I don't know if they have this across the country, but in North Carolina, you make a hamburger and then you put donuts on it as the bun, right? Guess what? Just go to your house, and next time you fry up, or make a burger on the grill, just get some donuts instead of bread. It's not that big a deal. You can try it yourself. I don't understand. They were selling Dr. Pepper with pickles floating in it, right? Guess what? Pickles cost like nothing. Like, they're pretty much free. Like, they'll give you pickles at the store. That's how cheap they are. And you can put bread and butter pickles or sliced pickle, dill, whatever the hell you want, into a Dr. Pepper, or get this, any beverage of your choice. Just put it in there and drink away. You don't have to pay $9 for a Dr. Pepper, because that's basically what you're doing. Because, again, pickles are free. You can sprinkle hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew Baja Blast and Pop Rocks on any kind of food, and apparently charge at a minimum of $12 for it at a fair. And people are just like, ooh, this is a great use of my food, financial means. I don't understand it. They had an old-fashioned lime fizz that was like $12. It's just got seltzer water in it, man. That's what makes it fizz. What are you doing, man? Like, it's just so stupid. I just don't get it. Deep frying anything is just a kind of a silly thing to pay more money for, because there's nothing involved in it, right? Put something in an egg wash, roll it in some flour or something, and stick it in some oil for a minute. You can go in your house right now and get your remote control, a bottle of shampoo, your car keys. You can deep fry anything. May not make you want to eat it, but you can deep fry it. It don't make it special. It's just deep fried car keys. That's all it is. And it's the same thing with putting stuff on fries. I bet you money I could get a plate of French fries right now and go into my refrigerator, and I could probably just use the condiments on the door, but I could go through and put anything, just about anything, on the fries, and it would taste halfway decent. Like, you could put a couple different combinations together and be like, okay, I'll have that and that. This isn't bad. So putting stuff on fries ain't a big deal. Blooming onions ain't a big deal. Blooming onions are like, they're pretty much free. They don't cost anything. You just deep frying an onion and charging $14 for it. I don't understand it, man. It just doesn't make any sense. Cotton candy doesn't taste, it tastes like air. It's pink air. It's more fun to watch them make it than it ever is. You should just pay them to make it. You'd be like, hey, I'll give you $11. You just swirl your hand in there and make it. Oh, that's so cool. All right, we'll catch you next time. And then don't even eat it. It's just a waste of time. It's pink air. Who eats pink air? And bacon wrap. You can bacon wrap anything, right? You can bacon wrap a whale turd. You'd be like, this is not a bad whale turd. That's just the nature of bacon. But that doesn't mean you should just pay $18 for bacon wrap fill in the blank. I don't get it. And Polish sausage, while we're at it, Polish sausage technically is usually a little more pale. It doesn't look like a hot dog or a kielbasa. And it's not really, I think you don't really smoke them. That's what makes it different about it, right? But so what they're passing off as Polish sausage is just kielbasa that they bought at the Harris Teeter. Same thing with Wisconsin cheese curds. Okay, I'm gonna need some verification that this came in from Wisconsin. Okay, because basically I'm paying $14 for cheese that's been deep fried and turned into cheese curds. I don't know. Just the Wisconsin part keeps me up at night. I just don't know. At churros, they sell churros. Churros are disgusting. Oh, but you should get them in a dipping sauce. You know why you put churros in a dipping sauce? It's because churros taste like nothing. That you just take the cinnamon and the sugar mixture that you put all over the churro and just eat that, because that's what you're doing, right? Because the churro tastes like nothing. The only reason it's even mildly delectable to the human body is because it's dumped in all that stuff. And then when you dip it into chocolate sauce, yeah, of course it's going to taste a lot better. A candy apple, it looks like you went down on an apple. It's just stuff comes all over your face. It's just nasty, man. You got candied apples, and what was it? They put chocolate and then nuts and all that. Man, how about this? How about just take the apple and core it out, slice it, and then dip it in some peanut butter, some chocolate, or some nuts or something. It's just so much better, okay? Because candy apple, if you've never eaten a candy apple, you just don't understand what you're missing out on, because it's just hell. It's a personal hell of trying to keep that thing in one piece and clean and everything else. Pretzels, it's just dough. You're paying for dough. Elephant ears, it's dough. You're just paying for dough. That's it, right? Let's see. Hush puppies, just dough. Just dough. Funnel cakes, just dough. You're just buying dough. You're buying $14 to $17 worth of dough and a little bit of powdered sugar. It's just not necessary to do what you're doing. Boiled peanuts, I guarantee you everybody listening has a pot and like the capacity to put water in it at their house. Boil your own peanuts, okay? It's the same crap, and you probably won't even like it the first time you try it anyway, unless you were like born in Georgia or something. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, God. And then while we're talking about the blooming onions a minute ago, I don't know how the Outback Steakhouse hasn't sued everybody for corn, because I thought they had like the rights to that. So corn, people putting corn, and I'm not talking about like elotes with tahini. I'm talking about like not even street corn, right? That's mayonnaise, and that's dumb too. Like, you know how much a bottle of tahini costs and like a jar of mayonnaise? Corn is basically free. Like, they'll give you corn at the store. It costs nothing. All you need is some mayonnaise and some tahini, and you're good, man. You've made your own instead of paying $9.50 for it. It's just, oh, frustrates me to no end. And again, I would eat all this crap. That's not the point. The point is, stop giving them your money, because next year the tahini corn is going to be $13, and in 2027 it's going to be like $84. It's just, there's no cap on corn. I just get it. And last thing I'll tell you, okay? Last thing I'll tell you. If you're eating out of a bucket, I don't care what it is. If you're eating out of a bucket, you need to reevaluate your damn life, because there's some real problems going on with the whole ministry of you, okay? By the way, I'm going to the fair Friday. Wish me luck.